The jury has decided in the Missouri real estate case. What does it mean for you and me? We're going to talk about that today, and I'm going to give you 6 things that you need to know or need to be doing as a result of this lawsuit, and you need to start doing them right now. Stay tuned. Well, now what? Is buyer agency dead? Are real estate commissions going to be chopped? A lot of questions, a lot of confusion, a lot of fear. Well, here's some things that you can take away today that you need to know and need to start doing related to the lawsuit. The first thing that we know is that changes are coming. That's practically guaranteed. In fact, if you listen to any video or watch any presentation of industry experts or brokers or presidents of companies start talking, the conversation is that it's time for the industry to change the way the old commissions were paid through a single listing agreement with the seller's broker or the seller paying the buyer's broker or buyer's agent, or through that kind of linked or coupled agreement. And so how that plays out is still early to tell. There's going to be appeals, there's going to be associations at work, there's going to be forums, committees at work, and that'll all come together. But here's what you should know right now. Number 1, don't get stuck in this mud. This is really an NAR or big broker level battle. I understand that there have been some smaller, some mid-level, some former real estate teams turned brokerages that have been listed or named in some of these lawsuits, but it's a really too early for you and me at the individual agent or team level, small team level, to be getting into the fear of what in the hell's going on here. So get with your broker's leadership, understand what their position is, get comfortable with that, and if you're not, then maybe think about that, but get comfortable with that, and then know that they're going to be fighting that battle and relying on NAR and working with NAR, and that's going to work out. The second thing is how it most likely affects you and me is get prepared for a structural change in the way commissions are paid. And so this is what the Department of Justice, the federal government, has wanted. This was even before the last settlement when it got thrown out. They want the seller to pay the seller's realtor, and they want the buyer to pay the buyer's realtor. I mean, that's pretty much as simple as it is. So how might that be done in the future, given the change that's got to come? Well, the one thing might be possible is the buyers could finance their realtor's compensation into their loan and loan costs. For this to be legal, there'd have to be some changes from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, just changing on what can be paid. But many are suggesting this will be the path, and that in effect, the buyer will pay their realtor's fee just like they would finance their closing costs by having the seller pay those. The second thing is that the seller could pay the buyer's realtor's compensation, not just through the seller's broker. So the seller will pay directly the buyer's realtor fees, and that'll be called out in the purchase agreement and negotiated as such, so that then that will be part of the purchase price. The third thing that could happen here is the seller could provide a credit to the buyer in the purchase agreement, just like as a contribution to their closing costs, and that the buyer would then pay their realtor from that credit that the seller made as a concession in the purchase agreement towards the buyer's closing costs. So there's ways that this can be solved, and how that's going to play out for your brokerage or for your team will be determined by you and your broker and your leadership group. The third thing of the 6 takeaways is disclose, disclose, disclose. Explain all this to your clients. Explain how real estate was before November of 2023 and how it's going to be after 2023 and what those changes mean overall. Not a lot of differences if you think about the 3 options I described above that require a few changes by the federal government and by Fannie and Freddie, but that could definitely be the way that real estate commissions are paid. Not much different than they were today, just some semantical or some legal contract changes. Fourth, learn the buyer-broker agreement. It's going to get used. Listing agents or listing brokers hire sellers through an agreement. Buyers brokers are going to hire buyers through an agreement, and vice versa. Fifth, modify your buyer consultation. It's no longer just about a needs and wants list. Buyers agents are going to need to be able to explain their value and in great detail and with conviction to get buyers to understand that the choice of them versus any other buyer's agent out there matters today. And then finally, use a commission disclosure form. Most brokerages are going to be producing those. You'll probably get one if you belong to a major corporation, or if not, you're a small brokerage. That's something that you might want to get with your local attorney and get one drafted up so that you can best protect yourself, so that you're fully transparent, fully disclosed with all buyers and sellers in real estate transactions today. Long video today, but a lot of good information. Thanks for sticking around and watching. Have a great day.